TELPAS calibration activities, TELPAS writing collection documents, and completed TELPAS alternate observable behaviors inventories. Student test tickets are not secure, but must be kept confidential because they contain personally identifiable information.
Hello everyone, welcome back to a new weekly vlog. You guys saw that I was doing the test security thing. Yeah, I failed it twice. So the last one I got was a 77, but I need an 80 to pass. I'm going to retake it, but I'm going to do that at home. I want to get out of here. I don't want to stay any longer than I have to right now. It is currently 4:30. And today was just one of those rough days. And in fact, it wasn't even the kids. The kids did pretty well in terms of behavior. It was more the adult side. Miss Hollis wasn't here. There was a lot of people absent today, so a lot of coverage was needed from the teacher interns. My homeroom was supposed to test, but Miss Hollis, because she wasn't here, her kids got tested. But then they kept sending the kids who were done, and after 1 hour they sent them to me, and there was no other teacher to take care of them. So I was left alone at one point with 45 kids for a good 3-4 hours right before lunchtime. Yeah, it was not a good day. Just when you have 45 kids all asking like, what do I do, or Miss Blanco, I don't understand this, because I tried to teach the lesson today, and at first it was going real well until I had about 35 kids in my room, 38 kids, and then that's when it started getting like, hold up. No, I have a headache, and I was this close to bursting into tears in front of my kids, but I held it because it was just way overwhelming having that many kids. And we watched like so much brain pop on space exploration. Like, we watched about Sputnik, we watched about Apollo 11, Apollo 13, about like the first woman in space, about Leica. Yeah, it was a lot. And then we didn't even do Star Camp today. We kept in our homeroom, but then I had like 15 of the other class, but I mean, and then I need to get the other class to do this. And then we had like 4 kids absent today, so they'll be testing tomorrow. But I mean, look at the cute little, they did it in their composition books. I don't even know where my composition book is. It's, you know what, somewhere. You know what, I'm going home. I don't want to be here no more. I'm going to go to Kroger. I'm going to grab some groceries. I'm going to make some nice calming dinner. Actually, I have some fajitas from yesterday when I went to my parents' house. And oh, on top of that, what a great way to end the day. Albert died on me. If you don't know who Albert is, he's my pencil sharpener, the one with the googly eyes. I'll put a picture here. This is like when I first got him. Yeah, he died. So we realized that his head kept twisting and it was just no longer working. We worked around it. We held his head, but then the battery, like the plug, would not hold still. Like any little movement would unplug him, and he would just constantly die. Like, the reason why I got him was so I didn't have to keep him plugged in all the time, and I could just like go to each table and like sharpen him, and it's just no. And then we tried to play surgery with the battery, and I messed it up and I had to throw him away. So I bought a new one. Luckily I had $10 credit, and that's gonna arrive either tomorrow or Wednesday, and it's actually blue. And some of my girls were actually coming up with some names, because like, what do we call him? Because I want to come up with a name. We were thinking like Albert 2.0, Albert Einstein, but then one of my girls looked up like A names, and we decided that the new pencil sharpener will be named Albin. So new pencil sharpener already has its name. And then actually I'm gonna print a picture of Albert, and then this is like his original name tag. So I'm gonna stick it on his picture, RIP Albert, when his picture comes in. Other than that, classroom looks pretty well. I have some new additions. We started our success maker, but I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Definitely I'll talk about a lot of things that are happening in the classroom tomorrow, but for right now I'm going home. Bye y'all. See y'all tomorrow. That's awesome, guys. I just posted my new reel. I haven't done a reel in about a year, maybe a year and a half. Oh my gosh. So all it is just before and after pictures and just a quick little video of the incentive charts, but they look pretty cool. And then we have like the ongoing one. So If you have not checked it out, it's on my Instagram at Teacher in Houston. But what I'm currently doing here is I am donating, recycling, throwing them away, the old games, and just like games that the kids don't really use. So it's the one with this one, it never really was popular. And then they do, like, there's two versions of this one. There's the one with the circle, and then there's the one with like the race to win, and they like that one, but they don't really like the circle one. So I'm also going to recycle these. I'm going to ask the teachers if they want these, if not, in the recycle bin. And then I am putting in the new ones, the valuable digits, which I showed you guys last week, and then it came with a template. And then I'm also going to put in the Shimmy Rock Road. So I just have a few left. So these are the ones I need to fill in. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you around the classroom because there are lots of updates. Like I said yesterday, yesterday I ate dinner and I knocked out 7:15, maybe 8:15. And I woke up like 5 a.m. I slept a good 9 hours and a half. Yeah, my body was exhausted from yesterday and that hot mess express that it was like I was about to cry during school, after school, at home, but I was like, you know what, let me sleep it off. And I did sleep it off like 9 hours. My body was like, whoa, hold up now. You felt like you slept a whole lot, and it felt really, I struggled to get up in the morning, but then after a while I drank some water, drink some juice, drink some more water, and then I was able to get refreshed for today. Today was a lot better. I was able to teach normally. There were some interruptions here and there with my kids practicing their Black History Month program, but other than that, pretty smooth sailing. So let me go ahead and show you the updates after I finish this. Let's go. Hey guys, so it's currently 5:40, but we have new ones here, here, and here, so everything looks really good. The kids have lots of new games to play and just fan favorites here. The only one I am going to take out, but it's currently 5:41, so I'm going to leave right after I talk to you guys, is this 4 quotient one, and then it goes with the back of this one, so I'm going to go ahead and take those out as well. But other than that, you guys kind of see a little bit of the new things that I'm talking about. The only thing is, since these are not going to stay here for more than probably a week, I just went ahead and put them with magnets, so there are lots of moving around with them. But other than that, they look really good. Let me go ahead and show you some updates around the room. First off, and you can kind of hear it, we have this revolving solar system model here with the planets. It's so cool. It has my kids so entertained. They liked playing with it. And then we have this cute little note. I said, leave a message for Ms. Blanco. I just had this little extra in storage, and so some of my kids are leaving me notes, but it is so cool. And then if I wanted, like, not have the rotating but still have like the bright up sun, I could have it stay still, and then I turn it off at the very end of the day. And one of my kids likes to turn it off for me, so that way the battery does not die on me very quickly. Other than that, one of my students forgot his hat here. Let's give a quick update on the new storage shelf. So looking pretty good. I'm actually going to make some labels for these as well as these. I'm not quite sure what I'll put on these black ones, but for the white ones, absolutely for sure. I know for small groups. And then here's the update for our Easter incentive chart. My kids are loving this whole 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. You can see this kid made I think a 86, so he got 2 squares. Another, I think 91. This one got like a 96, 97. Let's see, 80 something. So definitely they are loving it. I can start seeing some that are like drawing like right there, and then some that are filling up here as well. So they got 2 squares, so that means they got 85 and above. So 85 to 94%. And then, like I said, I use these to post a reel. iPads are charging, but because of the lack of chargers, I'm going to go ahead and switch these out that are charging and plug those. So I'm going to see which batteries have the highest and plug in these because I know they're dead. Other than that, we have lots of new little posters. So we have all these that I got. They look pretty good, pretty simple, black and white. They were in color, but I can only print them in black and white for the moment. And then we have these. I asked the front office to print in that 11 by 17 poster. Guys, they look so good. I'll link it down below if you guys want. It looks so good. And then there's this one as well, a little bit more hand-drawn, a little bit more unique. And then I actually had the kids, I gave them two, customary and metric, and I had them glue it. Guys, I am running low on glue. Actually, I don't even know where my glue sticks are. Oh, like they're over here. One of my kids put them back. But this is all we have in our classroom, and they are slowly dwindling. Most of my kids have to share because there is not enough for my 28 kids. But this is going to help them a lot. And then what they did is, I did not want to print 180 copies. So instead, I showed them a picture of the weight and mass, and then they drew it on here. Plus, it gives more kids better memorization or just learning if they draw it themselves and not just like, all right, glue it in your notebook, you're not really learning it. But then we have this one, they drew it on here, and then they flipped the page, and then they did volume and capacity, and then they did this one over here. I'll see if I can show you a picture of someone who completed it tomorrow. We do have some Amazon packages that I bought over a couple of weeks. So first off, I bought the Glade Hawaiian Breeze refills because I'm pretty sure I put that in December, like the one that's in the restroom. And it usually lasts about 3 months. Actually, let's go ahead and find out. All right, so let's see if it actually has any left. Yeah, it's done. Like there's nothing left. So perfect timing. This one was so good. This one was the Exotic Tropical Blossom, and then I decided to try a new scent. This one is the Hawaiian Breeze. So I'm going to refill that first thing in the morning because I did notice that it's been on the 3 months since I posted this one, and it really does last 3 months as long as you put it on the lowest setting, which is the 36 minutes, I believe, because the faster you spray, the more it runs out. And the last thing that I got for the classroom is the AFMAT fully automatic pencil sharpener. I actually was able to get $10 off because I had store credit, but I'm so excited to have it in the blue color, and his forever name will be Albin. I actually capped Albert's name. I'm gonna put a little like RIP picture of him for the kids because he was my first like automatic pencil sharpener. All the other ones have been usually like the normal one or some kind of like this, but I've never had one with googly eyes, so I don't know, I like to name those. And then the last thing that I have here is the oil-based marker. I use these for the desk. So for example, this is not orange. Actually, let me grab the yellow one while I'm here. Actually, yeah, here we go. So these are the Sharpie oil-based. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. There we go. So the Sharpie oil-based paint. I don't know how to say that, but some of my kids, I don't know if they do it on purpose, but they tend to rub off the numbers and the letter, so I have to kind of like rewrite it. But it usually takes a few moments and then it doesn't take very long, but I'm gonna have to do that for a couple because I think there was another one over here. No, these are pretty good. Where was it? I think there was another one that they were starting to rub off, like this one for example. So I'm gonna have to just refill in those. And then I'm not sure if you saw, but above the solar system, I also did put those 3 little anchor charts slash reference sheets up here, so that way those that were here can kind of see, because they can't really see that, so they can look back here, but they do have it in the journal we spent today and yesterday. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to go. They're waving down, but the last thing that I have to show you is this cool, I think this is the metric, yes, and then this one should be customary, because that is actually what we are going to learn tomorrow. And then they'll be using these for the first time. This one's a little bit dirty, but they'll be using these, and then they'll use the reference sheet to convert either inches to yards or feet to inches or gallons to quarts or pints to cups or cups to fluid ounces. So that is what they'll be doing tomorrow as well as Thursday. Thursday's my observation, so we're gonna be doing something, either perimeter and area, or we'll be doing probably the metric system on converting tomorrow. We'll do customary. I'm probably gonna do centers tomorrow. It's been a whirlwind with the Black History Month program and the TELPAS testing. Half of my kids been in and out. How many times have I opened the door for somebody because they're late, they're testing, they're in the program, they're doing something, they're all over the place. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Quick update, look at the floor. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. Look at this one, guys. It's so bad. I got like half a tile. That's so bad. But other than that, the classroom looks pretty okay. As long as this doesn't get damaged, because this is the main pathway here, everything looks okay. But every time I sit or move, it's really hard to move my chair out of this area because it keeps falling in one of those cracks there. All right, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is currently Thursday after school. It is 4:40. I'm gonna go make my copies and I will be right back to tell you, just this is not the week. This week has been so horrible and terrible, and I want it to be Friday and over so I can go home and not think about work for 2 days. Yeah, let me tell you all about it when I get back. Alright everybody, got my copies right here. I'm going to hole punch those either today or tomorrow. But I am currently just seeing which iPads need to be plugged in. So all of these are good to go. I need to plug in these two. And then I do have a couple that are charging right now. So I need to see if I need to plug those back in or if they are good to go. Let's see, this one has 83, that one's good. If it's 70 or above, they're pretty good to go. 70, let's see, 100, and this one is 100, yay! Awesome, now let me go ahead and plug in these two. And that is done. Woo! Okay, that feels accomplished. Now I need to go sharpen the pencils, and then I will tell you guys all about this week. Alright guys, so this week has been a doozy. I'm using Alvin. He's our new pencil sharpener. I'm telling the kids, don't use him. Use the black one instead, because that one is pretty old. That one's probably got maybe up till this school year, and then I'm going to donate him, recycle him to the teacher's lounge, and then this will be our main one. I'm probably going to buy a new one of those because I do like those for colored pencils. But guys, ooh, I just love this pencil sharpener. It's so good. Let me tell y'all about this week. This week has just tested my patience. The kids, it's really not their fault. It's more outside things we can't control. For example, Monday, Miss Hollis was not here, and I was the only teacher in the room. So at one point, I had 45 kids in my room, just no support, no help. Yeah, it was not fun. So, I mean, it wasn't the worst, but it did set the week for upfade, right? Now Tuesday, not so bad. The only thing is we had Black History Month on Wednesday and today, and pre-K through first grade, they were able to come in on Wednesday, and then second through fifth grade, they were able to come in today at 1 p.m. to see their children perform. Now, not all fourth graders participated, only a select few. Those that were really confident, those that like drama, those that like to speak up and speak in front of a crowd, those that were chosen to participate. Now, we assumed that we were going to be able to go see the program. No, it was just for the parents, so that was unfortunate, but okay, nothing. Now, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that it's a doozy. Tested my patience real good this week. Whenever there's a program here at our school, the only thing that I don't like is everything gets pushed up and everything gets taken away. Our lunch gets pushed up and our ancillary gets taken away. For example, our lunchtime normally is 12:05 to 12:35, correct? Yeah, we ate at 11:20, and then actually today we ate at 11. We ate a whole hour earlier, and not only that, but because the program was in the cafeteria, they did not want the kids to eat in the cafeteria because they're like stage and cameras and lights and sound equipment from the drama club. So it was 1/4 of the cafeteria was just all drama and just non-touchable, and then the other 3/4 was like tables and chairs for the parents to sit. And like, so in the morning our principal said, oh, by the way, you'll be eating in your classroom. The kids are like, yay, cheering, and I'm over here like, oh no. If you guys know, there are some teachers out in the world that do eat, class with their students, and then there are some that are fortunate like me to be able to just drop off the kids in the cafeteria and then go have your lunch either in your classroom or in the teacher's lounge. And I've done both, and oh my gosh, it's just so okay. And here's the also other thing. She said there will also be no ancillary today because the ancillary teachers will be in the program helping out, decorating, greeting parents, passing out, telling parents where to go. So that means we were with the kids from 7:30, technically 7:50 because that's when they release, but 7:30 is the official start time to school, to 2:15. No, actually, what am I saying? 2:15. 3:15. That's when we start dismissal. And we've been starting dismissal so late now. We used to start at 3 o'clock, and now it's like 3:15. I'm like, y'all, just like, come on. I want them to go home. Y'all, it's just not been good at all. And then the fact is, our parking lot, like I've said, is so small. We have to go park at the church that's across the street. Actually, I gotta go see if it's still there because I think they say they actually like close the gate. So I'm gonna go home in about next 10 minutes after sharpening these pencils. And I don't even know if I'm coming in tomorrow because this week drained me. Wednesday and Thursday we were with our kids all day eating lunch in the classroom. I didn't even eat lunch because I don't like kids staring at me eating, and then no ancillary. So we did take them outside to the playground, but it's just a lot. There are 60 kids in the playground is a lot, y'all, trust me. And then I'm screaming and yelling, and we actually had to leave because the playground is actually next to the cafeteria, and then some of the parents were complaining that we were too loud. I'm like, really? Like, they're kids. So we did have to leave. Either way, I digress. And then today I was supposed to have my observation, but unfortunately the principal came in this morning and said, hey, we're gonna have to postpone it till Monday. So now I'm gonna be teaching on Monday. Today I was going to teach perimeter and area, and on Monday I have no idea what I'm teaching. I do have to complete this little data calendar thing, like what I'm teaching, when I'm teaching it, and what quiz am I giving, and I'm just really stressed out, y'all. At least my copies are made. I didn't hole punch them, but I'm going to go home as soon as I finish. Sharpening these pencils. I just love how sharp and pointy. They're not sharp enough to like poke someone, but they are definitely sharp enough that it'll last quite a while. I'm gonna go home as soon as I finish these pencils, but tomorrow my homeroom is testing. I think I have about 5 or 4 that do not test TELPAS. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to split up Miss Hollis's class like what we were supposed to do on Monday, but she was not here unfortunately. And we're going to split them between myself and her. So that means we'll have about 17 kids. So that'll be really nice until after lunch, and then they'll send whoever is finished from TELPAS. So they'll actually hold them this time. They're not going to send them back as soon as they're done. They're going to hold them in there until after lunch, and then they'll send the ones who are fully done with TELPAS back to the classroom. So that'll be really nice. I'm glad that I talked to the principal about like, hey, I did not feel comfortable with 45 kids in my room. Can we do something different next time? So I'm really glad that she heard me and is taking action. So yay for that. I'm gonna go ahead and go home, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Alexa, we're just listening to my mother. Who would like to tell me? I want to hear from opposite sides. Jefferson, what do you think? Everyone listen.
I think area is easy because you can multiply and the middle is hard. It will be more difficult because you have to add and add and add.
Okay, I like that. So what Jefferson said, it's easier because all you have to do is multiply. Multiply what? Let's add on to Jefferson. Multiply what? The length and the width. Very good. And why would, what were you going to say, Antonio? Doing areas more easier. Does anyone think perimeter is more easier?
No.
Anyone? Active? Because what is more easier, adding or multiplying?
Multiplying.
What do we think? Raise your hand if you think adding. See, sumar es más fácil. Raise your hand if you think adding is a lot easier. Just in general, adding is a lot easier. Okay, what about multiplying? Who thinks multiplying is a lot easier? Okay, and some people are not participating. So, kind of depends, right? So, I believe area is a lot easier. So, let's go ahead and find the area of the four, what are these called again?
The four
rectangles. They're rectangles, but they're named as shapes. Very good. So, let's go ahead. Go ahead and multiply 32 times 2. Go ahead and multiply 16 times 4. Go ahead and multiply 11 times 9. And multiply 8 times 8. Oh, I already see one we can already eliminate. We can eliminate. No, not J. Well, J, because 11 times 9 is?
99.
And is that what the area is?
No.
No. So J is eliminated. But we also have another one.
G.
Now, it's not because 8 times 8 is 64.
It's because it has
Think about it. Take 10 seconds to think about it. Why can I eliminate G? And it's not because 8 times 8 is 64. Because we are looking for 64. What are we looking for? Hold on. Take 10 seconds. Let people think. I'm not going by. Okay, David.
It's not G because it could be a square because this A is on the right and this A in the bottom, so it could probably be a square.
Yeah. So this is a square. So what does that mean?
There's nothing. It have 4 equal parts.
It needs to be a rectangle. Now, I see square here, but that actually goes with the answer. So, go ahead and write this down. This would have been 64 centimeters square. We actually didn't discuss that yesterday, but when you multiply centimeters times centimeters, just like 8 centimeters times 8 centimeters, it actually is centimeter square. Square means the 2. Alright, so that's what they mean by 64 square centimeters. CM with the 2 on top. Okay, so go ahead and let's do F. Did we multiply 32 times 2?
Yes.
What did we get?
64.
And what did we get for 16 times 4? Uh-oh. So what does that mean?
We need to do perimeter.
We need to do the perimeter. Okay, so at least now we have what?
At least we have 2.
Now we have 2 options instead of 4 because we eliminated 2 of them. So let's see. What's on this side?
32.
2. And what's on this side?
32.
And what's on this side?
4.
And what's on this side?
16.
Okay, go ahead and find the perimeter, please. How do you find the perimeter? You add up all the sides. Oh, I heard Jefferson using a beautiful word. That word was? Formula. What's it called, class? Formula. What is the formula?
Length plus width
plus
length plus width.
Go ahead and find the perimeter, please. And what are we looking for in terms of the perimeter again?
40.
We're looking for what?
40
We're looking for 40. All right, go ahead. Take 1 minute. Shh. Yes. Question. Oh, you already have the answer? All right, hold on. Don't say it yet. 40 centimeters. Go ahead and add up all the sides. Good job, Keisha. I see you working. Add up all the sides, honey. 2 plus 32 plus 2 plus 32. And then for B, or H, I apologize. 4 plus 16 plus 4 plus 16. Wow, should I already see the answer? How do you think about it? It's okay if you didn't finish, go ahead and finish. Now, guess what, class? I didn't even have to solve anything. You know why? Because my eyes saw something about F. So look at F. I didn't even have to add them all up. Put your hands down. Let people think. Some people need time to think. Let people think. Why is F immediately eliminated? So put your hand up. Put your hand down. Let people give time to think. Look at it. All right. Who would like to say? No. Oh, I thought Axel was gonna say it. Angie, what do we think, hon?
Wait, you said like you can
Eliminate F. Yes. Why?
I eliminated F because I already know that 32 plus 32 is 64, and there's 2 on the sides, and then if you add that, it'll be 68.
Yep, there you go. And what were you looking for, Angie? 40. Angie, that's a great response. Go get yourself a sticker. So immediately we can eliminate F because 32 and 32 would have been 60, which is way too far from 40. Your answer is H. Yes.
32 plus 32 can like F gonna be because we already know that 32 is a big number.
Yeah, 32 is a big number. Exactly right.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay. All right, we're going to move on until they come and take you for TELPAS. We're going to go ahead and continue on topic 13/13. All right. We learned about perimeter and area yesterday. Now we're going to switch it up a bit with finding a missing either lane or finding a missing width. Okay, so they give you the perimeter, they give you the area, and now your job is to find the missing numbers that go with them. For example, look up here. The perimeter of a square. How do I know it's a square?
Because it has 4
equal sides. 4 equal sides, 4 equal numbers, 4 equal parts, okay? 4 equal sides. So if they give you the perimeter, which is 20, let's say inches, or okay, we'll just say 20, and one of the sides is 5, what does that mean for the other side? All of them will have 5.
Because its formula is
5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20. Huh. Is there another formula that people are not looking at me? Is there another formula that I could do instead of 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5? What's another form? Hold on, Jasleen. Please don't shout out any answers, Jasleen. Hold on, I said Jasleen. Jasleen? Beautiful, beautiful job. So P equals 4 times 5. 5 means this side. Very good. So P equals 20. So it says that one side is 25. How am I going to solve this? All together, we did it once now. How am I going to solve this? Beautiful job. Go ahead, since this is an actual problem, go ahead and turn to number 2 on the homework page. go ahead and solve it with me. So if one side is 25, the opposite side will be 25. So that means I need to find 25 plus 25, which is 50. It's all right. Thank you though for being confident. And then we're going to subtract that from 86. So 86 minus 50 is 36. It's not 30. Oh yeah, it is 36. 36. Then we know that this right here as well as this will be
divided by 2.
Hold on. Shh, we're jumping ahead. Everyone listen, ready? This side plus this side equals 36. So then we need to split them into 2. So 36 divided by 2 is 18. So 18 on this side and 18 on this side. And that's how you find the missing length side with width and width. Okay? So go ahead and write down the answer on your textbook because I gave you the answer. Your answer is 18. Because they only want to find the missing length right there. Now, guess what? The perimeter is a little bit more. Area is a lot more. Not harder, easier. Because all you really have to do is divide. That's it. All you have to do is divide. Let me show you what I mean. Ready? Let's do number 1 on the homework side. So it looks like this. And then you have 28, correct class?
Yes.
What does it say? Inch, what's it say? Inch? Square feet. And then what is one of the sides they gave you? 2. 2.
So there's no feet.
So all you have to do is you want to find your missing length here. This is the missing length. So how do I find the missing length? Or I'm sorry. There are people that are talking over me. Go ahead. All I have to do is divide 28 divided by 2, and that will get me 14, which is your missing number for area. Because all area is what? Length times width. So the opposite of that is dividing. That's it? Okay? How do we feel?
I feel good.
You feel okay? Alright, go ahead and work on pages 717. And yes, please do the guided practice, except for number, actually no, go ahead and do 4 and 5. Those look pretty good. Go ahead and do 717. Let's work by ourselves today. Please don't do that. Let's work by ourselves today. Some days I let you work by yourself. Some days I let you work with whoever you want in groups. But today I want to make sure that we're focusing and let's work by ourselves today. If you've been listening, you should know how to do this. Go ahead, class. Yeah, go ahead and do everything. 18, 19. And this will be until they call you. Hello everyone, welcome to the restroom of my classroom. I'm about to get out of here, so I just wanted to do a quick little outro here, but here's the classroom. We have a few things. First off, board is ready to go. I do have my observation finally. I just honestly want it over with. So board is all ready to go. It's a new month, so March. Everything else looks pretty good. The lights all turned off, the lamp off. It's 5:21. We have the tutorial pencils here ready for tutorials, and I already sharpened them, so those are good to go. Desk is looking clean. I have my copies ready. I just need to put this somewhere in the corner so it's not disturbing tutorials. Pencils are nice and sharpened. Erasers all to go. I got my purse here. I'm going to, over the weekend, just think about a new seating chart because it is that time that kids do need a little bit of a refresh. So a new seating chart. And then the one thing that's different is this one has the 5th desk and the old one did not have the 5th desk. So I will be doing that over the weekend. Next week, we're going to learn about the planets. So we're actually going to be using this cool little thing throughout. Everything else looks nice and clean. I refilled the hand sanitizer, so that is good. That will most likely last me until the end of the school year. Everything, my labels look so amazing and awesome. I need to put the science stations there. I ordered Popeyes for lunch. I need to push this table back up until I use it for small groups again. iPads, charging, and then these are good to go. These I actually like to turn completely off because these are 80 or 70 and above. So that way over the weekend they actually don't drain unless they use them for Success Maker for tutorials, but she usually doesn't let them use Success Maker over tutorials. So quick update on our Easter basket. We're looking pretty good. That entire column is filled. The kids started doing more of the Easter eggs. I told them they could do whatever they want. They do not have to wait till this is filled to do the Easter eggs. And I did add a new anchor chart, perimeter area. So now there's 2 for perimeter area. Today we learned about, I think you actually saw me teach it, but today we learned if they give you the area, if they give you the perimeter, how do you find the width, how do you find the length, how do you find the width and then find the perimeter, or how do you find the width and then find the area. So pretty, looking good. Most of my kids have been leaving me a cute little message. I erase them after they write it so that way someone else can use it. And yeah, so pretty good. And I'm excited to go home. Overall, today was an excellent day. Even though my homeroom did taupas, they actually kept them until lunchtime. So what we did is I took 10 kids from Miss Hollis's. So we ended up with 17 kids each from, let me see, it's from 8 to 10:30, and then we switched, and then from 10:30 to 12. It was so good. Like, it was so good having 17 and then 16 kids in the other class. I was like, wow, like just having 10 kids out, it makes such a difference. Like, it truly does, having less kids in the classroom. I was able to teach even my tier 2s, my tier 3s. Like, my tier 3s, I never get to them. I never get to them because I'm always so worried about my tier 2s, trying to get them as high as possible. So I'm really fortunate that I was able to also help my tier 3s, and they were actually able to understand the lesson. Now that we're back with 29 kids, I don't know how I'll be able to help them, but we shall see. I'll do my very best. I hope you guys enjoy that lesson of me teaching the perimeter and area, like missing sides, and I hope you guys like it. I usually try to do it a couple times a year, but sometimes I forget. So this one was just like, oh, I have my camera, let me go ahead and just click record. I did forget to take off the lens cap. So that's why it was all black in the beginning, and then I remembered. I was like, okay, let me take it off, and then that's what you guys saw. I did have to black out the kids' faces, but everything else is purely me. That's how I teach. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is the end of the weekly vlog. I'm so glad that today was such a good day. Like, it ended off on a high positive note. I'm just so happy because Monday through Thursday I was stressing with the no having lunch, no having ancillary testing, and then having the 45 kids in my room on Monday. It was a stressful time, y'all. This week tested me, but luckily Friday it was a good end day. So I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.